The practice by motor insurance companies to penalise loyal customers who automatically renew their premium annually has to stop, according to Mayo Sinn Féin Senator Rose Conway-Walsh. Last week in the Dáil, Sinn Féin's Pearse Doherty proposed an insurance contract bill that could begin to address a number of motor insurance penalties imposed on drivers, and also calls for transparency to highlight what's termed dual pricing, where the insurance companies offer a new customer cheaper insurance quotes than it offers loyal customers on renewal. Research by Sinn Féin on the practice reveals a difference of up to €1,200 on occasions, where the loyal customer renewing their insurance is charged that much more than a new customer for the same cover, simply because the loyal customer accepts the quote given and doesn't ring up to seek a better quote from the company. Senator Conway-Walsh has been explaining more about the content of the party's insurance contract bill to Midwest News.
It would mean that every customer would be notified of the last 3 years' premiums if they've had any claims, if any claims have been made against them. So I think that's significant, because you often find a situation that where the policyholder has no say whatsoever in claims being made against them. So they're not allowed to put up a defence, or they're not allowed to say, well, actually, I think the insurance company is making a wrong call here against my premium because it wasn't my fault, or that there was circumstances around it. And what we're trying to do is to prevent high monies being paid out to people without having thoroughly investigated.
Well, does this impact on the customer, even if they haven't been told? Does their premium go up as a result?
Well, you see, that's the whole point. Of course it does, Teresa. It goes up, and it's unexplained. Now, you have the situation where, of course, premiums go up when there's been no claim at all. But when there has been a claim, the insurance company will decide what's to be paid out, and then they will, obviously, the customer, the policyholder, that has to pay at the end of the day. Now, it will all mean that any company that cancels the policy will have to pay you back for what it owes for the premium that was paid for originally, because we find more and more that insurance companies are cancelling policies without any real explanation at all. So this would bring more transparency again to the whole insurance industry.
So is it all about motor insurance that this particular bill is focusing?
No, it's about other insurances as well, but mainly motor insurance, you'll find where this happens. But it can happen as well, and obviously it does in businesses as well. Now, the other aspect of it was that, and it's not pertaining to this bill, but what Pearse Doherty, again, and myself within the Finance Committee have been trying to highlight, this situation of dual pricing. And we want to ban dual pricing here.
Explain what that is.
Right. What it means, that is, if you say you could be with an insurance company for the last 4 or 5, however many years, each year they will send you out your premium, and they will increase it or whatever. Now, you can go in and get a quote for that. That can often mean that you would get a much lower quote as a new customer. We have found in the research that we have done that this can be up to €1,200 of a difference between you going in as a new person signing on and somebody who's been a loyal customer for a number of years.
Yeah, no bonus points for loyalty with insurance companies, really.
No bonus points. But what's dangerous as well is that they're using the algorithms within the IT systems of the insurance companies to say, well, this person automatically renews every year. Now, that also mitigates against people who are extremely vulnerable, because it's often the time, it can be often elderly people or people with disabilities or people with mental health difficulties or that. And a wider group of people as well who would just go on and renew from year to year because they get anxious and nervous that they'll be without insurance and just automatically renew it. The algorithms and the computer is picking this up, and they are targeting these people to say, well, we can put this amount onto their premium, and they're not likely to question it. In the law of probability, they're not likely to question it. So that's why we want dual pricing banned as well. And that's why we in Sinn Féin, and myself and Pearse Doherty, are holding the insurance companies to account.
Of course, that doesn't happen just in insurance. It happens ESB, telecoms, everything. If you are a loyal customer, it actually works against you most of the time.
Oh, you're right that it can do. And you see, the more intricate the computer systems and the IT systems become, the more people will be able to be targeted. Even people with store cards, people's behaviours. There's so much, thousands of pieces of information that are held at every individual. And that allows companies to extract as much money as they can from people by targeting them specifically, and it has to be stopped. Now, dual pricing has been banned in many states in the US and in many other countries as well, and we need to have it banned here. That doesn't mean that insurance companies can't offer, well, if you're a new customer, we'll give you a 10% discount. That's fine, but it has to be transparent. It cannot be done in a way that it's been done at the moment.